Icewind Rime of the Frost Maiden with my Roll20 group. And last we left off, they were doing diplomacy things with the Sky Tower tribe of Goliaths in Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, roll credits. And it was the journey back, right? Where you guys there were a couple of fights here and there.
Yes.
So after all the fighting, you guys eventually make it back to Wormdoom Crag with Arn. Arn, the Sky Tower tribe Goliath.
And we came back with Vintner too.
Oh yeah, Vintner came back with you guys because you guys were like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he's like, "Not much. On my way back." And y'all are like, "Okay, cool." So y'all headed back with him. And then when you get there, the Chewinga that was on Zandius last time decides to hang out in Arn's Rockin' Beard. So yeah,
How does he feel about that?
he was a little taken aback, but on the upside, it's not doing him any harm. So he's like, whatever, this thing is tiny and I can ignore it, so I will.
Are all the Goliaths
Most
here, otherwise ignoring it like last time when it was on Zan?
basically, they're not ignoring the thing it's on, but they're ignoring it. With that said, though, most of the residents in Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, know that Chewingas are generally mischievous, but never malicious, or at least rarely malicious. So that's why he's not really that freaked out about it.
Oh, it's doing its. All right.
Basically, yeah. So with that said, several of the tribe members start to lead you inside when they notice him there, and one of them runs off into the well, I get crag, I guess. And then a few minutes later, you could see Ogalai, the chieftain, chieftain of the Wormdoom Crag tribe, come out over here at the Goat Ball Court. And she doesn't look happy, but she does look smug.
I got him to come.
Basically, yeah. And so he comes over, and they essentially square off. Okay, where's the thing? All of this prep, and I forgot to bring up the thing. This one. Oh lordy. Oh, was it not this one? I think I might have brought up the wrong one. Maybe it was in this one. There it is. Found it. Okay. So they look like they're not going to initiate a conversation with each other at all. At least not right now. Yeah. The Arn, the chieftain that you brought with you, greets her with a old hag, whereas Ogalai greets him with a walking stillborn.
I think that one's worse.
Yeah.
A little bit, but those are their so endearing phrases for each other. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring the Chewinga because he's on the beard. And this is where you guys get to have fun with diplomacy. Yay! Because the conversation is not starting.
Yeah. Came here to talk and hopefully reach an agreement.
Let's see. So, Ogalai is like, well, since y'all came all this way, we might as well have something to drink. And so she invites you back to where you originally had your conversation with her the last time you were here.
Out of the
Well, out of the outside cold and into the less cold inside.
they have a fire, so I'd hope it fit.
Yeah, I mean, it is still stone on a winter wonderland. So it's not comfortable, but it's more comfortable.
You coming in, Skiff?
He doesn't care enough. It's just a
You
couple of
gotta stay
Goliaths.
outside.
Keep in mind he grew up in this weather. You realize that, right?
To be fair, she did offer you a drink.
He's not an alcoholic. He doesn't care about diplomacy or diplomatic things enough so to want to deal with people griping at each other, even if it's short lived. Because this point, he particularly would have preferred to go get glory with the killing the goblin or something rather than do this, but he's went along with the group, so he'll just let you guys handle it.
Okay then.
What a coincidence. Neither does Ogalai or Arn. They drink tea.
Okay, so this is tea.
Yep. So Vidner was already preparing tea, figuring there'd be an argument. So he's like, just keep calm, drink the tea. As he hands both of them tea, they, hi, Jet, my little buddy. Hello. Oh, fluffy kitty. Did you come to say hello to everybody? Okay, I gotta get back to the stream, bud. Oh, you want some scritches? Okay, I'll give you scritches. So he hands them both tea, and they start being less aggressive. Oof.
What do you put in that tea?
Yeah, that does not sound less aggressive.
Less aggressive. That was a cat, not a Goliath. So, you know. They start, I'd say, exchanging pleasantries, but exchanging news would be closer to it because they're not really being pleasant. They're just stating facts. And then they start, eventually the conversation shifts because they do have company, you know, the whole reason that they're here, uh, as to why they're actually here. And neither one of them really wants to accept blame. So if you guys wanted to try and persuade one side or the other, or both, you could try that now. That would be a persuasion, depending on what you say.
I know what happened between you and a long time, but it still doesn't change the fact that it happened and here now. With everything going on, dragons flying about, other stuff going on, you guys being together times like probably gonna help you both.
Let's see that persuasion.
Wow, I rolled in that one.
Well, you can't critically fail, so you got a 6. You're
That,
not
that's funny.
not
That's that my first
super.
roll.
How low of a check was that exactly?
Hey Zan, you want to give it a try?
Oh, that's funny. That's my
Yeah.
What would
first
Zan
roll.
say in that situation?
You know, both your clans are great. You know, we had a great time playing goat ball while we were away, and you guys have a great history of playing great games, and you should let these differences and the previous game that went awry so many moons ago, we can't let the past
Oh
define
yeah,
us
because they
forever.
didn't even give a specific how many. It's just so
But it
many
would sound like a
moons.
lot. Well, I mean, so many moons.
It was so many moons ago. It's like the why are you still holding a grudge, you salty?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
And did
see
we actually
your.
ever hear even that the child that was injured by the griffin, did the child ever die? Because I don't think we ever heard that.
No, it's the
Because
leader, the one you're talking to, the old
I
lady.
know, but the main thing is she never told us it was her.
No, but the
It
other
was the
leader
other
did.
guy did. So I
Yeah,
want her to tell us it's her. Because the way she told it, it sounded like it could have just been any child. It kind of made it sound like that child died.
Does
So I
that
kind
mean
of
you're
want
directly
her
asking
to
her?
because she did say it was the child was grievously wounded, but she never said who it was. And then
yeah, she never
Arn's
said
like,
who it
"Oh
was.
yeah, no, it was her." It's like, oh
And then thinking that she's here in front of us, and it's all like, was she limping when she was walking or anything? Or like have any lasting wounds on her appearance that
yeah,
we would
she
have not?
had easily,
I kind of wish they'd
easily.
How bad does
on the
she look?
Uh, let's see.
Are you trying to intuit if it's her on your own, or are you just gonna ask her?
Well, I didn't Arn tell us it's her? So
Yeah,
it's
but
not
you
like
said
she
you wanted
didn't
to hear
tell us.
from her. Yeah, you said you wanted to hear it
Ah,
yourself, though.
well, I want to yeah, because she because to me she kind of told us like a white lie, or just that leaving that detail out that it was her. If
It
she
was
meant
kind of
like
a
could have
big
been any
Lie
child, like
by lie by omission.
yeah.
Those are tricky.
Let's see. Yes. Let's see. Seated in this area next to the crackling fires, a female Goliath with gray hair, many scars, and a white cloak made of mountain goat hide.
Yeah, because I think I did hear you say. Now I think about it, yeah, you said that, but many scars just could be like battle scars. Doesn't necessarily make
I mean,
me think she's
technically speaking,
disfigured.
if you lose a fight with a griffin, it could still be technically called a battle.
Well, it doesn't make me think of disfigured, because if she was disfigured where she was, you know, uh, horrendous looking, or hideous, so scarred she's hideous, then I might think that it was her.
You'd think, but it it deliberately vague in that.
I see that.
Well,
You gonna confront her on it?
Yeah, I want to confront her on it. So
What
what would
would
that
Jan
one be
say?
for confronting her?
Well, you initially were saying something about
Yeah.
persuasion, but now you changed your mind like mid conversation. You're like,
Well, because that's
actually,
thinking
sup.
about it. That's why I find hard about role playing, is because I'll halfway through what I'm saying, I'll think about something else.
yeah. That's one of the issues of playing a character. So, did you want to continue the diplomacy or confront her about it? It's up to you.
I kind of want to confront her first. That
Okay.
so I want to get the details right. It's all like, because we just thought it was some child, and with being vague about how many moons ago it was,
To be
we
fair,
thought it.
both of them were very vague about that.
Well, at least with since we started with Ogilai's half of the story, that we heard, some number of moons ago, which maybe we'll originally assume that we weren't thinking very many moons ago. We were only thinking a few moons ago. That a child was injured, and perhaps there's still a child or a teen. And we
Oh,
saw
no.
children playing goat ball. So it's all
Many
like, it could have been.
summers ago. We've been saying
Oh,
moons. It's many
oh, sorry.
summers ago.
Ah, okay. So
Close enough.
Yeah. Time scale is a little different on that one, but
yeah,
yeah.
it is it is different.
But even then, it's still vague as to how many summers ago. It could have been last summer. It could have been, I don't know, 100 summers ago. But the point is they were both very vague as to many summers ago. So you confront her on that one. All right.
Yeah, we were thinking it was still a child, and this wasn't that long ago. But apparently this is really long ago. If she's an old lady now, and she was injured when she was a child.
Yeah. And she's like, "Yeah, the child was me.
Left that detail out.
Didn't think it important. A child was
Uh,
still injured by a griffin."
well, it matters for the length of the dispute you've had, and um, the urgency in which we must uh, take care of this issue. Because if it was a recent issue, it makes a difference versus you know years and years and years ago.
So she's basically kind of dismissive and flippant about how long ago doesn't really matter. The fact is that their griffins attacked her. That kind of thing.
And then in Ogilai's thing, he said that she purposely threw the ball at the griffin, but I thought it was an accident. Like, they were just playing, and the ball went awry.
And she sticks to that story when you ask about it. But from Arn's perspective, it was deliberate. So if you want, now would be a pretty good time to roll persuasion. And at this point, because you got them both to open up a little bit about it, I'll even give you advantage on it.
Good you.
Probably.
Didn't help me either that much.
I mean, to be fair, you rolled higher than him. It looks like
But
this is
yeah,
going to be a long one.
yeah.
So, after essentially arguing for the rest of the day. They decide to call it before they come to blows and agree to meet back up to discuss it again in the morning. So, once again, you guys nap, you wake up in the morning, come back, and attempt to do the whole song and dance again. Let's see if
Tagging
you
it back
can
to you,
get it.
Agony. You got a better modifier than I do.
Yeah.
Yep, let's see if Agony can get it this time. Also, it is a new day, so don't forget your ritual.
Hey, it's
Like it has been almost every time, as far as I'm aware.
that's funny.
If it keeps coming up as 5, I'm just not even going to have you roll. It's just going to be 5.
That's kind of what I've been
Almost
doing
max
with
damage to lose every time.
yeah.
Yep.
After how many times did you say it attacked that you went over and killed it? That griffin?
It came and it hunted us, so we followed it back to its nest. Well, the tribesmen at the time followed it back to the nest and murdered it.
You didn't try to talk to them to see if they could do something about it?
I was a kid. They should have had control over their creatures.
Sounds like there might have been some unforeseen things that both of you might have not even.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
I hope that
They
works.
seem
'Cause
reluctant. She seems reluctant to admit it, but she's like, maybe we could have handled it a little bit better. And then after a minute or two of thought, Arn also admits that their tribe could have handled it a little bit better. Neither of them handled the situation very good. And this feud has been going on since they were children. Let's see. So it was. And then you guys also brought up the fact that there's other things going on, like dragons and this infinite night thing, right?
at least the dragon and other stuff.
Yeah. So they start discussing that as well. They aren't happy with each other, but they appear to be opening up a little more. The discussions they're having seem a lot more amicable, and at the end of the day, they split a little more amicably. And then the next day, you want to give it a try this time, Zan? Or maybe
Oh, so
Skiff.
there's
Maybe Skiff could join the conversation, eh? Eh?
I have doubts.
you gotta write him a treaty. Oh, he can write up the treaty. Yeah, write up a treaty.
Yeah.
We can.
Do like do like the horribly racist, stereotypical Italian thing, just like half shrug, like, "Hey."
That'd be
He
funny
wouldn't
if
do
it
that though.
actually.
That's not his character. But
No. It'd be funny if it worked, though. Zan just walks into the meeting room, just, hey!
come on.
Come on.
What are you fighting about? And it's like we've literally been here discussing this for several days. You should know what we're fighting about. And it's like,
Forget
yeah.
about it. That was in the past.
Yeah, there you
Is
go.
that actually what, is that what you want to do for your persuasion check?
Yeah,
Oh, lordy.
but I'm gonna try my best impression and tell him to forget about
And
it.
6.
Can I do that help action for her?
Not on that one.
Aw.
No backup dancers for this one. Hey, that's
Forget
actually
about
the
it.
best you could get. All right, fair enough. They're like, I guess? I mean, you're still alive. We still have griffins. Y'all said there was a dragon?
Yep, we barely survived past the dragon.
I feel like a game of goat ball might not be so and mauling by a griffin isn't really that big a deal in comparison to a dragon. And Ogalai's like, I guess not. All right. Fair enough. Praise be to Fawns.
They forgot about it.
So with that, hooray. You have in a matter of 3 days, and praise be to Fawns, solved the issues with the Goliaths. That's a milestone.
Damn, no jukebox to punch.
No jukebox to punch, no. Insert joke from Death Battle about a capsule falling out of the sky and then turning into a jukebox. I highly doubt anybody will get that reference. I don't know how many of you guys watching actually watch Death Battle or even remember what happens in each Death Battle. But if you remember which Death Battle that is, go ahead and put it in the comments below. And if you don't remember what it is, if I remember, I'll spoil it at the end of the episode. Out of curiosity, does anybody here playing know what it's from? Okay. I had a feeling that was the case, but it's gonna be really funny if I spoil it. All right. So go ahead, do your level up stuff. I will inform our away from Kitty that she levels up. Beweep? What you weeping
I
about?
don't use Character Mancer for rolling health. I do it manually.
That I can appreciate.
I do it extra me.
How extra manual are we talking
Like
about?
literally, physically, with a real die.
I have dice right next to me. Like, might as well.
I have so many dice.
I
think
finally
I've
got over the average.
nice. I think I have I want to say close to 50 sets of dice. 40 something of them are plastic. I want to say I've got 3 or 4 metal and then like 4 or 5 gemstone. One of my gemstone dice sets is onyx, which is really, really pretty, but incredibly, absolutely terrible if you're trying to read them. Like, you have to put in a significant amount of effort to read onyx dice. Oh, my kitty left me.
I have 70 health now.
I don't quite have that much.
Yeah, I'm not nowhere close to that.
No. Zan doesn't have 70. She has 65. Or, Agony. Agony has,
That's because
65.
of the damage.
Yeah, I know. And you have 40 health, Zan?
44.
44. Okay. Oh,
You
there
got
it is.
even more movement distance with this level, Zan.
No, I don't think so. Let me double check. Cause I'll double check. Cause it said I got more ki.
Well,
Yeah,
you get more
yeah.
ki every level you take in Monk. At level 2, you get your ki, and then your ki is equal to your level. So in Monk, so however many Monk levels you have is how many
Oh, you're right.
levels.
I did get more speed, so I was only 5 extra feet.
It's
And
unarmored movement, right?
yeah, now her bonks are magical.
Yeah.
My arrows aren't magical until next level.
I actually just watched a video someone put out about how apparently on the D&D subreddit, monks are getting super lambasted for being the weakest class now that Rangers had a revised Ranger update to make it more powerful and less gimmicky and garbage. Basically, a worse fighter. Um, and he was like, and this is the issue with monks. They feel bad, but they aren't bad by any means. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I've played monks before. Monks are really, really good. And anybody who's played monks properly knows how good they can be. But for some reason, people just shit on monks for no reason. Shoot, monks are one of the most powerful classes in Pathfinder, and that's not even a joke. Like, if you build a monk in Pathfinder correctly, you do constitution damage. I don't know if you know this, but if your constitution hits 0, you die. Like, monks have never really been a joke. I don't know why people are lambasting them so much. If you guys know why they are, go ahead and put it in the comments below as well. I'm very curious as to hear why people are just shitting all over monks for what, in my opinion, is no good reason.
Is Agni going fighter now?
Yes.
Agony am do a fighter.
Oh yeah, I gotta open up the character. Change that too. Got to do.
Well, I mean, there are a couple of things you get for being a fighter at level 1, so yeah. You get, yeah, the tiny ass little self heal for second wind, and get another thing you can do with a bonus action. And you choose your second fighting style.
Speaking of things to do that for, I just remembered my in-person group that I run on yesterdays. They recently picked up a mastiff as a pet, and they gave it the sidekick treatment from Tasha's, and yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. I plan on translating the sidekick
Hey,
classes into actual playable classes on the 5th edition app that I use for character sheet thing in person.
get another fighting style then? Oh, I know. I had to scroll down. It was just like I scrolled all the way down, then it.
Yep. Oh, so kind of like the YouTube playlists. We'll give you a little scroll bar. Oh, you hit the end of it? Here, let me give you a little extra scroll bar. It's like, thanks, YouTube. I totally didn't click on my 5,000 video long playlist to scroll through it 10 videos at a time. I appreciate you, man. Giving me those extra scrolls every once in a while.
You mind if we go back to Duggan's Hole?
How many encounters would that be just to get there?
8, potentially.
I mean, what if he kept on throwing like a little puffball to see if we have even more running power from giant beasts?
Um, I mean, that might cut the trip down a little bit.
Well, I mean, if it's even one, if it adds up to even one full less day, I mean, there's that many less encounters to roll for.
Yeah.
That is fair. I will be deleting our friends, Vidner,
Great.
Arn, and the Griffin. No, not copy. Delete.
I mean, Direwolf and Giant Elk could add with your boar and owlbear to be like, we're gonna go speeding through the snow.
And the normal board too.
Oh yeah,
Piggy, 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 piggy.
Yeah, the boar and Direwolf are gonna work together to make sure Giant Elk isn't doing all the work, along with the giant boar, along with the owlbear. Yeah,
One with everything. Yeah.
they were just fucking flying through there.
Alrighty then. Let's see.
Didn't end up taking defense.
I'll delete those because I don't need those up right now.
Well, I mean, Agony doesn't use a shield, so that's always good.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. So, with those, let's go ahead and shrink that down a little bit. That way it's not taking up all of the space. So with 4 beasts of burden and a half, you can cut you can increase the amount traveled by almost a day. So you've cut it down from 8 to 7.
Last day.
Duggan's hole is so far away.
I mean, you were all the way up in the mountains, so you know.
Damn Goliath.
Honestly.
All
Oh yeah,
right.
now I gotta change everything else. Spoken.
So at the end of the first day, between midnight and dawn,
So like right before the animals go poof.
yes, right before the animals go poof, which in this case, oh yeah, let me bring out. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna make a let's see, draw shape. I'm gonna make a little ice cage over here where we can put animals that you summon. That way we'll just shove them over there when they are technically deleted. That way I can just pull them out when I need them.
A pull totally different animal.
And all right. So we've got Direwolf.
A giant elk you can just clone from his boar.
Yeah, essentially. Actually, they don't even have giant elk. They just have normal elk. But
Giant.
Do they have and they don't have a regular board, so it's like another one.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
but the right.
you can make that one smaller because it's.
I was about to say they don't have a normal boar, so I'll just copy, paste, shrink.
Want to
There we
make
go.
the giant elk huge so we can make sure it's different, just to be safe.
It's actually supposed to be this big because the one that I put in there is a normal elk. So, direwolf, giant boar, or giant elk, and then little boar. Okay. That's it for now. Okay, so your first encounter is
What time was this?
uh between midnight and dawn.
I technically person to.
Yes. Oh, okay. So this. Oh, okay. So then I need that one, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Ah, there you are.
So Agony being the only one awake, what do you even do after you notice him?
I would have one of my companions, right?
You have, you could, but there's like 5.
Yeah.
So when you say that, which one do you mean?
I'd probably have the. Since I think it technically wouldn't need to sleep, right? Not actually a.
Oh yeah, because it's a summoned beast. It's technically ethereal, not material. So yes.
I'd leave that, and I guess I'd wake up since.
You
I
guess.
guess.
How would you go about
No,
it? Like, would you do it in a
kinda.
loud fashion that would just have him charge at us or something?
Yeah, probably. Not thinking about them actually charging in, just thinking, oh hey, there's multiple. Probably be a good idea to get everybody else.
There's so many animal initiatives.
Well, technically, they're all on mine
I know. Well,
since I summoned them.
so many animals to deal with on one time, though. But I'm guessing if we're awake, we roll initiative.
Yeah.
Sounds better.
All right. Let's get his initiative. Oh, all right.
Zan woke up really ready.
All right. So it's gonna be Zan, them, Skiff, Agony. Yep.
Right?
Probably roll.
I mean,
All right, Zan. What you doing?
Well, I guess I needed that extra 5 feet of movement to get to this spot.
Nice.
so you just like zip over there in like a fucking blur.
Yep.
Immediate use of new skill. Love to see it.
You're gonna bonk him with your magic stick.
Nah, missed. I'm pretty sure that missed, right?
Yes, it did.
Now it's only number 1.
Missed again.
Anyway,
Well, it's
I'll
not a nat one.
Surprised that it was
flurry
like
of blows.
do you have to hit with an attack to activate flurry, or just attack?
You have to use the attack action.
Okay.
Whether you hit or not is immaterial. As long as you expend an attack action, you get the flurry,
Unlike Hand of Harm would require me to actually make contact.
Yeah.
which your 18 does.
Do you want to harm him?
Yeah, might as well.
Does my hand spell bad to you?
It's not necrotic touch.
But it is
technically.
necrotic damage, though.
Yeah, 15 total damage. That's pretty good.
Well, I
And
guess we'll
that's
do
only
one.
yeah, that's only one punch.
Yeah, one punch.
What punch?
He's not a one punch kind of man.
All right, so that's another 6.
At what point is Xander's like, why am I even holding this stupid stick? I can just punch him. It's just so much better.
Apparently, I shouldn't even use the stick. So all the stick does is break.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so technically speaking, there once you hit the level where you do d8s, there will be no difference between quarterstaff damage and martial damage
Not quite
because
there yet.
as long as you wield a monk weapon, you do monk damage with the monk weapons.
Well, that's the thing though. Using the quarterstaff one handed, it's still just a d6.
Yep. Well, once you get to d8 martial or monk dice, monk damage dice, The quarterstaff will do 1d8, 1d8, or if you hit 10 d10s, it'll do a d10 or a d10.
And I guess the advantage of having it be and actually having the weapon versus not is the fact that our weapons can be like boosted with +1 status and stuff.
Yeah, or enchanted or any of that. Yeah. All right. Was that it for you?
Yep, that's it for me.
Oh, I just realized he's not on the grid.
What did you
There
like
we
get
go.
a feat or something for leveling, Zan?
Level 6? No. Did you get
Oh,
Did.
points or
yeah.
anything?
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I'm special as a fighter. My bad.
Will be a
It's
special
like,
fighter.
you not quite yet.
Yeah, fighters have fun because they get feats so often.
Nah, I just kept up Dex.
I love how people are like marshals are so underpowered, and then like the fighters over here like, what? I could get feats every few levels? Bet. But then the dungeon masters are like, I gotta nerf the fighter because it's so good. And it's like, but you just said the martial classes aren't that good. And it's like, but fighter's so good. And it's like, yeah, okay. Like, anyway, where was? Oh yeah,
They want to
Yeti's
hurt. They
turn.
want. Yeah, the
Yeah, they're
Yetis
gonna
want to
hurt
punch
me.
back. I
Um,
mean, they can try.
so actually, this one is not gonna move. I need a Constitution save from Zan.
So good.
I
Oh,
didn't pass that.
it wasn't a nat one, but it wasn't a pass either. Um, okay, so that's
How bad does it look,
nine
Doc?
cold damage, and you are paralyzed for 1 minute. Yep. You are considered frozen in place. Meanwhile, the other Yeti is going to. Oh, never mind. This one is now going to move up, and then they're both going to wail on you with 4 attacks. And because you're paralyzed, each of those attacks has advantage.
Still gets 4 attack.
Oh, yeah, no, it can do that and 2 attacks. Yetis
Oh.
are scary.
Poor monk.
Yeah, I'm going down.
We don't know the numbers yet.
Yeah.
It's
The
guaranteed.
first one
Okay.
is a hit. The second one is a hit. The third attack is a hit. Ooh, this might be a miss. What's your AC?
17.
Oh, that's actually a miss. So 3 out of 4 hits. Okay.
Or how much more damage?
See.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and she doesn't need armor for it.
29 damage.
Okay, I'm still standing.
Are you feeling a little woozy over there?
Yeah. Well, I'm paralyzed, so I can't really think about how much it hurts.
Oh, you can think about it all you want. You just can't act on it.
Is it like trapped in your body kind of syndrome where like it's so hurt, but I can't express it?
Yes. It is basically
I have no
exactly that.
mouth, yet I must scream.
Except you do have a mouth, but your mouth doesn't work. Speaking of someone whose mouth doesn't work, hey Skiff, it's your turn.
Ooh.
Oh hey, Zan's finally finding out how Skiff feels.
No, I'm trying to think of the fact that I can do bursting arrow, but it has good AoE, but it would hit Zan in the radius.
What's the AoE?
I deal force damage with a 10-foot radius.
Oof.
Yeah. And it's not like I have the movement or anything to be able to just drag Zan away before I start shooting. I'll try to attack the one that Zan hurt.
That would be the one directly below Zan.
Okay, I'll attack that one.
Okie doke.
26 hits, right?
Oh, yes.
17.
That's a lot of damage.
And it's only attack number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
16 damage.
All right. That's one.
Action surge, attack the other.
Okay.
I have 2 attacks. I'm just going to roll advantage and just say those are my attack rolls.
Sure.
Okay, 25 and 16.
Yep, both of those hit. I mean, you hit with a 15, so
21 damage for both of the damages.
21 for both?
Yeah, then 12, then 9.
Oh, not each did 21,
No,
but
no, no, no,
21
no.
total.
Yeah,
Okay.
for both attacks.
I was
Together they
about to
did
say,
21.
how the hell did you get that number? And it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Not much more I can do than movement, and I spent a little of it already, so I'll probably go over here.
Okay.
Yeah, then that's his whole turn. But he
Hmm.
can only do so much, okay?
A boar has 40-foot movement speed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Oh, hey, look at that. It
Giant
can
boar
move
also.
exactly 40. Yep, 40 feet in a straight line.
Does that mean Agony's actually going to command them?
Well,
As long as he's mounted on the boar, he doesn't have
yeah.
to command them
Okay.
like that.
So
Oh, I
Or
was meaning the
she.
summoned animals from the puffballs.
Yeah. I haven't moved them out of the cage yet.
where would they be if they not in the cage?
Probably around where you are.
Yeah, probably.
Something like, I don't know, roughly. Oh, I didn't mean to pick up the cage itself. Okay, whatever, right there.
Okay.
Which is still technically in the cage, but I had to make the cage really big to hold them all. But anyway, yeah, they'd be like right there.
All right. So I'd probably charge in with the. Well. Okay. Just. Does the 14 hit with the boar?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I should probably and then it's a strength save, right?
Yeah. Strength save 13. And
Oof. Oh, that's so bad.
I only rolled for the damage.
Oh, okay. Well, they got a 10 for the save, so that's a knockdown, so it's prone.
That's 12 damage.
All right. Oh,
Then I
hey, look, the inverse of what it just took.
then I can hop down right and then attack it myself.
Yep, and you have advantage because it's prone. As long as you're attacking with a melee weapon.
Melee weapon.
Why did you use a glaive when you're 5 feet away?
Hey, it's what I clicked. Wasn't thinking about distance. It still can be used.
Like, if you had a reasoning, I was just curious about it because it just confuses me.
Also, glaives are cool.
That's subjective.
You said I had advantage, so
Excuse
I
me,
could.
you have advantage.
Yeah. Okay, so it didn't really matter.
Okay, so the 23.
Yeah, he needed that. Well, I'm sure he's gonna stick with the first roll.
Well, he doesn't really have a choice on that one. Okay, so 5 damage.
And that's only
Yep.
attack number 1, right?
Yup. I'll just click in. Roll with.
I don't know why yours comes out like that for the dice rolls and naming and stuff.
It's because I use D&D.
Oh, okay, because I don't see the prompt for how I roll because I put a query on it instead of just saying go with advantage, and so I just always it defaults to normal after I click a thing. Either one hits.
Both of them hit. It's
Well,
a
it's only
shame
for
neither of them are
yeah.
nat 20s, but you know.
Hey, see? Damn it.
You're keeping that 5 damage going as a constant, huh?
Yeah.
Shoot, she even gets 5 damage against herself.
On a regular basis, yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Is it not dead?
No, he is not dead.
You got a bonus action. What do you want to do?
I'll command the animals to go in. Why not?
Alright, bonus action, bop him. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
That does have 60, so.
Yeah, but he only needs to get there in order to get the full,
And then
because it's giant elk.
the ramp.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Giant elk doesn't have... does it have the charge?
It does. It has to do a ram attack. Does the 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Great. And then it can
Another
also.
Oh, man, a 0 damage on charge?
How does.
Oh, look at all that.
I don't know how it did that. Okay.
I don't either, but there you go. Okay, so that's, what, a total of 11 then?
Well, I should
Well, I mean,
check
he's
to
still
see.
prone. So it has advantage,
It didn't
right?
do advantage better.
Oh,
It
yeah, it
went
does
up to
have...
16. I'll take the original conflict. Oh,
Okay, so, I mean, either way, 14 or 16, it still hits.
I'll just say
So
the
that
first
would
damage
be...
did it, though.
Yeah, so 7 plus 4 is 11. Stomp.
Does Zan's paralysis go away over time, or is it something we could get rid of with some of the magic water?
It lasts for a minute,
Okay.
or and you get to make saves against it at the end of each of your turns.
Okay, so what save would I make? Or
Con again. The only time someone would be the only time you wouldn't have to, that doesn't make it. The only time you don't have to worry about it is if you're immune to cold damage.
Well, do we have
Who?
any water that's not frozen within
Well, we
the
have.
statue?
Well, it's a fact that we technically have a T-posing cat that has prestidigitation to melt the water if need be.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if I
he'll be
remember
your flint
correctly,
and steel for the evening.
Dan has the statue, and
I know, but being paralyzed, it's not like he could stop us from helping it, letting us take it and use it for him.
well, that's what I was wondering if we could even grab it from him. Kinda,
Paralyzed doesn't mean locked into target grabbing things that they're not currently grabbing on.
Well,
well, 'cause
in
I'm
this case,
frozen. I
Yeah.
could be an ice block.
that's what I
it's
was wondering.
frozen. It's frozen solid. So in this case, paralysis, no. Frozen, yes. Unfortunately, you're unable to get the statue out because
Yeah.
Zan and everything Zan is wearing is currently frozen solid.
So it's like 12 seconds out of the minute duration, and Xana's just still frozen.
Yep. If you want to make another save, you can.
There's no way we can help him.
He's gonna have to conquer this one on his own. 12 does not make it.
My balls are so
Conquer it in
cold.
another 6 seconds.
Think warm thoughts. Those weren't warm thoughts. Think warmer, tropical beach, sunlight, any sunlight. There you go.
With the duration half gone.
Yeah. All right.
Zan must miss warmer climates where he doesn't have to wear pants.
Yeah, I'm not a good cold weather monk.
And they go
And
poof.
that was your first one.
So that was the end of the day, so I got a free poof.
Yeah, so you guys, you guys get a bunch of stuff back and all that.
Ooh, I think
Giant
only
badger,
one can do
a giant rat, and a weasel. Well, you got a
But
giant
at least Zan's
badger.
fully healed now.
that. Yeah.
All right, the next day in mid-afternoon.
Hey.
So we have a giant badger, a giant rat, and a weasel with us. I don't know how you want to do the tokens for that.
I'd probably just say do the token for giant.
Oh, it's this one. Okay.
Are you,
Don't tell us we just see Vidner again.
No,
is it the other thing that we saw with Vidner?
no. Ah, there it is. Okay, so let's see what you find. It's gonna be funny if it's the same thing again. Oh my god, I think it's the same.
Do we just see the dragon again or some bullshit?
Yup. Alright. No, it's not the dragon
Oh, okay,
again.
good.
It's not the dragon.
I mean, we all got leveled up. You should be better now, right, Agony?
Yeah, maybe.
We won't stack on each other this time. I'll rep out for the breath.
I did, but that has a big range.
Alright.
We gotta angle differently. We gotta be on different quadrants.
Okay, it's lit. Okay. So you guys remember the mountain goats that you encountered
Oh yeah.
several weeks ago?
Yeah,
That one of them was like a druid with mountain goat peons.
Uh-huh. So he shows up, he sees you guys, is like, oh fuck this, and then leaves.
I thought the druid died.
He did.
Doesn't mean he's
Not
the
a-
only one of his kind.
Yeah.
But then how
Word
would
got
it know?
around.
How would they know that?
A
It
little
was
birdie
us.
told them.
Oh, okay. Because we
And
technically
this-
killed all the goats, didn't we?
You did.
None
Like
of
I said, a
those-
little birdie told them. In this case, quite literally. I mean, they are druids.
True.
Alright, so that was that encounter. This one is once again in the middle of the freaking night/dawn.
Badger.
Yep. Which one are you? Vidner weighs high as he slides down a hill on his belly past you guys.
Don't need it. So waves high to me because I'm the only one awake.
Basically.
And then next day.
Yep. No encounter on the next day.
Okay, so we got a giant elk and we got a panther.
Yep. And then this one, ooh, 2 encounters. At the same time. It's gonna be fun. Okay, it's not Vidner. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna need a D4 for that one. Okay. And then what was that one? Oh. Okay.
What's okay?
Not you guys.
Is it the dragon again?
So the first thing you notice is no, I didn't want to do that. Go away. This. Come on, let me do the thing. There you go.
Hey, that's the thing. Gunfighting.
Yes. Eh. And he appears to be running in your direction.
Dumbass.
I'm a dick.
This would be round between sunset and midnight.
Before
Here's the
anyone was actually awake to be a guard in the first place.
Yep. Here's the thing, though. He's running in your direction, not at you.
Can I roll like intuition to see what or survival to try to figure out what the fuck's chasing him if he's running like that?
Oh, you don't have to.
Oh no. So we just happened to get a Yeti roll that ended up being 1 to 4, and there's only one Yeti, and it's like also the dragon, and it's like, what would happen with these two? I wonder.
Oh, it wasn't one Yeti. It ended as one Yeti.
And I'm guessing the Yeti does not look full health.
This Yeti looks at full health, because see, there's an adage that when you're running away from a bear, you don't have to be faster than the bear. You have to be faster than everything running from the bear.
He just happens to be the fastest Yeti so far.
Yep. So you have two options. You can either attempt to roll roll initiative or stealth.
How do we do the stealth when we have this many animals and stuff with us? Or
Now
how
they
would you
can
want us to
hide.
roll?
I'll roll for the animals. You guys roll for you guys. Now, do you want to do individual or group rolls?
I think group rolls probably are going to be a bit better.
Because
If you're sure.
it'll take the highest roll with the lowest modifier, which I believe the lowest modifier is a 1.
I thought it was like a
-1.
negative one to Dex. Yeah.
It's a -1 to Dex.
I thought
Okay.
I thought it was reverse of that, where it's like the lowest number with the highest modifier. But you're the DM.
So, do you guys want to do the group roll or do you want to do the
Yeah, I think we're gonna do stealth.
Yeah, because I'd ruin it if it was single.
Skiff would be fine.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's a 20.
So the animals hide fine.
The if you're doing group rolls, all of you will hide fine because it's 20 minus 1, right? So 19.
So they rolled nat 20. Okay, yeah, we don't got to fucking roll then.
I mean, I gotta see what. Hey, that's pretty good.
Or like what the perception of the dragon is to see if it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah. I had to see what the dragon's perception is because if the dragon's perception is high enough, even a natural 20 won't matter because you can't nat 20 on skill checks. With the -1, there was a very real chance of you guys not hiding from this thing.
I wonder if they could have my modifier.
So all of you guys hide. Luckily, you managed to get some of the smaller creatures, minus the elk, this time around. But all of you managed to hide fine. The dragon walks up and rips the Yeti in half.
Just like no holds barred, just like tears it entirely in half.
Yep, tears it in half, eats it, and then flies away because it didn't see anything else in the area.
And it looked like it was fully recovered from when we'd previously fought it, right?
It's been
Oh,
a while,
yeah.
I would hope.
It's been a
Oh yeah, no, it is absolutely fully recovered from the last time you fought him.
I'm sure he would have, if you had to roll initiative, I'm sure he would have been a little more than pissed to see the damn owlbear perfectly fine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hey, Matt, remind me after the stream to talk to you about turning Torment into a sidekick.
oh, okay.
What is that?
Because
What is that supposed to mean?
sidekick is a mechanic that was introduced in Tasha's that basically gives your animal companions class levels. It's so that they can scale with the party instead of being, just a stupid bear the whole time.
Is that what you did with Jack Jack?
Well,
No,
no.
Jack, I legitimately just made a kobold character.
Since it's actual playable rate.
Yep, sidekicks were meant to be played with what is ostensibly not a playable race, like, oh, I don't know, a snowy owl bear.
So you just get a vaguely scaling stat block.
Kind of, yeah. Which in this case, they have a level equal to the average of the party's level. So in this case, it's 4 players of X level. So basically, whatever your level is, that's what the snowy owl bear will have.
So we finish this day off without any other encounters.
Well, since both of the encounters are dead or gone, yes. All right.
More puffballs.
Yeah. Let's see what you let's see what you poofing.
Uh,
Badger, boar, and giant rat. So
They are
yeah.
not gonna help us pull that crap faster, dude.
Nope. But you know what? It's fine. So between dawn and noon.
They are not gonna help much in combat either.
Well, the boar might help out a tiny bit.
I
the
said,
badger
yeah, I
not.
said much.
Oh,
Comparatively to us ourselves, come on.
this is the first time I think I've rolled this one.
Awesome.
Something new from Xanta Magically Fist.
Uh-huh. If I can find it.
But you don't think I'm gonna get before?
With your -1 modifier.
I don't think I'll get. Ooh.
Let me show you. How did I do that? Like this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then that.
They do not. I'm not sure they're friendly.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
Let's see.
Just
Let me
one of them.
see how this one goes. Let me read up on what it is.
agony sure does like the scars on it.
There it is. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yep, nope, it's only one of them, and it comes at you with the swagger of something that's confident enough to say, I don't care how many you are or how strong you are, I'll take on a goddamn dragon. Y'all are going down. Roll initiative.
I was half ready for you to
That's
just pop
confident.
up the dragon. Do you say that?
Yeah. I mean, if it had been a double encounter and I had rolled the dragon too.
Like Skiff just sees that swagger and he does a little hand on the chest clapping thing, like what? Like he doesn't verbally say that.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like he does that, then get his bow ready.
All right, so Skiff, Zan, It, Agony.
I'm still going last.
Is it barehanded? And does it seem like it would attack us with his fists, or does it actually have a weapon?
No, it looks barehanded. Well, troll-handed, but
I'm
whatever.
gonna say bare hand.
Yeah, because Torment is barehanded.
I'm gonna do both attacks into it, so I'm gonna roll with advantage for this. Mine too.
Nice.
I'm guessing only one hits.
Yeah, considering the other one is a nat 1.
Well, technically, if that's the first one.
The nat 1 was first.
Which one qualifies as first? I genuinely never know that in the rules.
Left to right.
Okay.
That's way out.
Yeah, left to right. So, alright. Let's see. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, I actually could potentially hit one of the animals in front of me instead, huh?
Uh-huh. But, let's see.
Where are the tiny little shitty animals in this area?
I see, I see.
They're right in front.
So according to my chart, you hit the troll, but you do minimum damage. And there's only one number on the chart where that happens.
Where I still hit it.
Single. You still hit it, but you do minimum damage no matter what. But your turn is also over immediately because you nat one.
Because I hit it, though, I can still do necrotic damage with my arcane shot.
Yes.
But that would also be damage is damage.
Literally, I have to do it in all sources.
Yep. All sources of damage for that attack are considered to be minimum.
Yeah,
that's
fuck
what I
that
figured.
then. I'm not wasting an arcane shot on that then.
Yep. By
I
the
thought you were
way,
like raw damage now.
in case you're wondering, the single number that lets you still hit but do minimum damage, 69. Exactly, and that's why. Nice. All right. So, what is your minimum damage for the
D8
bow?
plus 5
Is it 4?
Minimum for the bow, yeah, 1d8 plus 5, so 6
Oh,
damage
6
minimum.
damage. Minus 6. Boom. All right.
I mean, it has a pretty
Nothing
good
to scoff at.
modifier.
Yep. Alrighty then.
Xandius.
Oh, lordy Lou.
Sharpshooter.
No, I didn't get sharpshooter. I just maxed out dex instead.
know.
I might
Just
consider
wait
that
till
after
you
I go
get that.
wizard.
Sharpshooter is so
Hit him in this
good.
space, or do I have to be?
No, you
Diagonal,
can
you
hit
should
it
be fine
there.
diagonal. You want to roll advantage like I did to see how you attack with 2 times?
Oh.
It didn't work out in your favor last time, but
That's not always the case, and you know it.
By the way, you notice it is significantly colder next to the troll than it is where you started.
Oh no.
does he smell bad?
No. But he seems to be giving you the cold shoulder and cold feet and cold head. And, just cold everywhere.
14 hit or no?
14 does not hit.
And then do I have to, for my stunning strike, do I have to call that out before I roll to see if I hit, or is it
Yes.
an?
You have to
Okay.
declare it before you roll the attack. It's like, I'm going to use Stunning Fist.
Or I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, what's her roll? I mean, what's Xandius' roll?
Yeah, let's see what
Now that it stuns, so if I hit myself with it, I'm gonna stun myself.
What if he gets roll 69 again? If it hits, it stuns.
It does. That's accurate, but no, you missed. It's just a very pretty miss.
You just one of
All
those
right,
kind of whoosh kind of sound misses.
essentially. All right, Troll's turn. You notice that the arrow you stuck in it kind of pops out and the wound just disappears.
Well, I mean, with like that minimum damage, I'm not too shocked.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And then Zan, you take, just for standing next to the troll,
Oh no.
that is going to be 13 cold damage for standing next to the troll. And that's before it attacks.
So
I don't take this as good news.
And now it's going to attack you. And your AC was 14?
17.
17. Ooh,
That's a lot
that's significant.
different.
That's a lot different, actually. That changes everything. So it missed with its bite, it missed with its claw, and it missed with its other claw.
Hey, Xandius is wily.
Yeah. That is, yeah, that's it for its turn.
And that's also really impressive considering how cold and when it gets colder, your joints kind of lock up. I guess that wasn't really a factor here.
No, not like that. In this case, it's literally just a biting cold aura. All
I'm
right.
so glad I'm an archer.
All right, I believe that puts it to Agony.
And his army.
Up on the
And his
boar.
army. Yep.
Charge. Is it
All right.
20 feet away?
It is.
That
It needs
means
to
I
make
get
a strength save.
See if I hit.
Right.
I hit.
So no save needed.
Yeah, 13 doesn't hit.
Pop
That
off.
was the boar. Yeah, like that was the boar thing. No,
Yeah.
what's Agony gonna do?
Calling the animals.
What were they
16.
this time? A badger, a boar, and a rat?
Giant rat.
A giant rat.
Yeah.
I know.
So
Ooh.
pretty much just the boar. I don't think.
Okay, so like 10, 15, 20, 25 will put him there.
Hey,
And
that's
you're swinging with the glaive?
yeah. That gives them charges.
It does.
If he hits,
And that
or it,
hits.
ooh,
Both
Hits.
of you
four.
hit. So he
So
does need to make a strength save against that.
11 is the strength save.
11, easily passed. All right.
My
So
damage to
so 11 for you? Oh wait, no. 11
I deal
let's see.
5 damage.
5.
The boar did
So
11
the board did the board did 11. Okay. And then you did 5. Okay. Okay.
again. And then
You gonna boop him in the snoot?
I make. And then technically we did that at the same time, so I get advantage with this one, right?
Yep. 15 does not hit.
Owl bear.
15,
At least
20, 25, 30 right there.
multi attack.
Does he? I was gonna say,
Great.
like, elbows don't get a charge to that, huh?
No.
It's one with the
That hits.
21. It'll do the first damage.
Yep.
That's
Hey, I don't
That
know. Skiff still hit it.
there you go.
claws. First damage. That's pretty good. 31 damage in oh,
It is an owl bear.
it is.
Yep. All right.
Then
Top of the order to you.
I guess I'll move.
Okay.
I only 15.
I'm gonna hope for another nat one.
Sounds
Hopefully.
good to me.
I'm guessing those both hit, right?
Uh-huh. Sure do.
I forgot to put a necrotic, so I'm gonna look like I'm rolling the longbow again, but I just want to be able to have for ease of clicking.
Fair enough, I guess.
26
All right.
damage.
26. Oh my.
Double ones.
Action surge
One.
attacking again.
Sure thing.
One more level.
16 does hit, like you said earlier. Does a 15 hit?
15 does not.
Well, at least they hit once.
Yep.
Well, it's min damage, but it's still something. Okay, another 6.
Mm-hmm.
So 30. What was it? Yeah, 32 damage. I beat the owlbear in one turn.
Nice. You would have beaten it significantly more if you had hit with that last attack.
Yeah.
I figured.
You can out DPS an owl bear.
That's not nothing.
Yeah. All right. I believe after that is Zan's turn.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to try again just to stun him.
So your first attack is going to be stunning strike.
Okay. That hits.
Ooh.
Was it stun instead of damage or in addition to damage?
Actually, I'll double check that. 'Cause, I might have. This is my first time casting it, so let's see.
That's fair. Also, I'm gonna roll Cat into the initiative, Frost into the initiative, and the only reason I'm doing that is because her spells might be relevant in a minute.
Because I can link it real quick, but it doesn't mention anything about damage, so I'll have to look that up.
Starting at 5th level, you can interfere with the flow of the key in an opponent's body. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to attempt a stunning strike. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the next turn.
So con save.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I looked at my con. So how the con save works? It's 8 plus my proficiency plus whiz.
Plus whiz. Yep.
So was that 14?
Yeah.
Let's see. Character, class, monk, info, base. I believe stunning strike is a base thing you can do, right?
Yeah. It's just starting at 5th level.
There it is. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack. Okay, so you actually can declare it when you hit. So you don't have to declare it before you make the attack. You can declare it when you hit.
Like a divine
Oh,
smite.
okay.
Yes. So it's like, okay, I hit, I'm going to do it. So that's the first. Second, it does replace the damage, so
Okay.
con save. Okay, Mr. Troll, what am your... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can I make a 14, though?
It just barely made a 14.
Damn. She has
Yeah.
another
That's okay.
attack. I mean, you have another attack, and you can do another... You have more key.
Yeah. Con is its strongest save, by the way.
I believe it. Con saves are the worst sometimes.
Yeah. So are you going to attempt to do another stunning strike if you hit?
I don't know if it's worth it or just do Hand of Harm instead, just to have more
Well,
damage
Hand
on
of Harm is only done in a flurry.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, it's or just as long as I did an unarmed attack. As long as I hit with my hand and not my staff. But that's the thing, is depending on whether I do my staff, the staff is required for the stunning strike, but my hand is required for the stinky hand.
I mean, to be fair, your quarterstaff is one-handed, so you can do an offhand attack if you really wanted to. As your monk punch flurry of blows thing. Because the flurry of blows doesn't specify what limb you have to attack with. Actually, with the unarmed strike, it doesn't specify at all what limb you have to attack with
I mean, you
unarmed.
could kick him.
You could. Just pinky toe flick him. But it's up to you.
I'll just do some unarmed ones because they seem to work better than the staff.
Okay.
Yeah, 16 hits. Is it going to be harmful?
Yeah, I think I'd rather do it be harmful because I don't think I'm gonna get if his con's that high.
So 13. Nice.
And then 2 more hits for the flurry.
Spending another key to flurry of blows. All right.
Yep.
$11 misses.
Nope.
And not a nat 1 misses.
Very
All
close
right.
to a nat 1 though.
Close, but no cigar. All right. So that is going to be the troll's turn.
Time to take
1,
my
2,
13
3,
cold
4,
damage, or does
5.
that change each time?
It changes
Sort of
each
diagonal.
round, and it's not just you, it's everyone adjacent to him.
Gotta love being an archer.
I kind of got close.
So that's going to be 11 damage to everybody.
Hey now, what do you mean everybody?
Everyone
Everybody
in.
who's adjacent to the troll.
Hey, you know that boar?
Uh-huh.
It's no longer.
It poofs.
It poofs.
Okay. Your chunky boy is still there, though, right?
So, yeah, definitely.
And then the owlbear is still there.
And definitely.
All right, so that was the beginning of his turn. Now for the actual attacks.
Does he consider the owlbear the biggest threat now?
I mean,
Yeah,
the biggest threat that's
sure is.
technically. So,
You can see some of the wounds that it took up until this point visibly close as it heals a little bit on its turn.
This is not a good sign.
And now it attacks the owlbear 3 times. Its turn immediately ends.
you know what? Fair.
And it hits itself.
Better.
So that is going to be max damage. It basically undid its regeneration.
Perfect.
Alright, I believe Agony is next.
That'd be correct. And then, I guess since I've already commanded them, actually.
Yep.
I will. Can I hop on my board before I?
Yeah. It eats up 5 feet of your movement, but yeah.
I will do Thunder Smite.
Nice.
And we both get it, right? I get it, and then.
Yep.
I'll just roll. Don't work. That close. I can hit Great Sword.
Greatsword does hit.
Ball slap.
Okay.
7 thunder. I'll
The
just
troll seems to fall to the ground, but the aura of biting frost does not dissipate.
so it's still kicking. Now I have advantage. Wow.
I'm just gonna let you know it's already unconscious, but Frost, I believe, is the only one who's able to actually kill it.
Oh,
Because if I'm not mistaken, she's the only one with an attack that does fire damage. Which, if I'm not mistaken, she has Fireball.
She does, but she also has transmutation, so she can turn any of her icy cantrips into fire if she wanted to.
Yep. So I guess, uh, oh yeah, she can do that.
ray of fire.
And this is why I rolled her into the initiative. Because she literally, I think, is the only one that can do damage to this thing and actually kill it.
So it's just like Skyrim. Fire is the only thing that stops their regen.
It's not the only thing, but it's the only thing you guys have at your disposal. What does this do?
Well, I mean, if you're saying something like Radiant would work, I mean, technically with a paladin, he just doesn't do divine smites. Sorry, she.
Does that say -9?
Yeah.
I don't know how you
Are
do
you
that.
healing with that shit? Like, what is going on here?
No, that's to hit. How do
There's a
you
minus
hit?
20 in there. There's a.
Yeah.
I think she manually put in a bunch of stuff and didn't maybe didn't do it correctly.
You know what? That's fine.
Is the
Oh, I
negative
know what
20.
that is. Okay.
It's a save, and so it wasn't supposed to do
Yeah.
an attack. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
that
think.
might be the issue. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'll pick a different one. Let's see. Uh, how far away is she? 5,
Well, okay.
10,
She
15,
has
20.
transmutation, and what's the other one, like distance or something? She might be able to still do it.
Well, or like
I don't
just
know
a
what
hit.
I forget what her other meta magic is. She has at least two.
I'm just gonna play it as if she doesn't. That way I
Okay.
don't waste resources if I can help it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she'll move here and then do Winter's Grasp, which is essentially Shocking Grasp transmuted to Frost, but now she's doing it transmuted to Fire. So it's double transmuted. It's not actually transmuted the first time, it's just flavorfully what her class gives her. Okay, and I'm gonna roll on this so we don't get any more of those buggy rolls. Oh, that's a crit. It's dead. She
And
sets it on fire and the aura just disappears. Alright, there. Now she can brag about how she saved the day, even when she wasn't here.
what would have worked other than fire?
Acid.
I
It's a
don't have that
classic
either.
troll's weakness. Yeah, I don't think anybody has acid either.
I only have cold
Fair.
and
Alright, time
thunder.
for the final encounter before you get to Duggan's Hole, and I think I'll be able we'll call it then.
Is it a
This
different
is
day or
also
same day?
yeah, it's a different day.
Puffballs.
New day. And while you're getting your poofy balls, I am going to
Or
see what
giant
you
elk.
encounter.
And giant elk.
Oh, okay.
2 giant elks and a boar. It could be worse.
After
Oh,
he gets
okay.
rid of the
The wolf?
Didn't I? Oh, right, I did.
Well, I mean, now we don't need the dire wolf. But now
No,
we
but
have.
that's why I'm putting him in the cage.
But now we have 2 giant elks.
Oh, you do have 2 giant elks. Look at that. Okay. So I guess I'll just do that. You know what? I'll do that, and then I'll copy this one and just leave a copy in the cage. And before I put what we got as an encounter, I need to. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't have acid damage either. I got force and necrotic. Granted, they're not that common of types, but I don't have fire or acid.
agonies.
Well, divine smite's inherent. You don't really gotta choose that one.
I mean, if I said because technically finds my
That's what I ended up doing with Murphaton, as you know, because it's like so much concentration crap. You might as well, if you're focused on doing the damage, you might as well just use up the slots that way. Especially if you don't have to worry about summoning another mount since your mount is still around.
pretty much it, except for like the warding bond.
All right, I'm back. This encounter, by the way, is happening at noon. Noon. And then I gotta actually get the encounter. Let's see. Where are you at? There you are. 1, 2, 3, 3.
That
And go
point's no
ahead.
longer licks.
Yep. All right, let's see what you got. Indicative.
That took a while to show up. I clicked that like a little bit ago.
Oh no, he's turning into a robot. All
Many
right.
tabs open.
Skiffy, there's a lot of fucking animals here. So Zan has no issue with that.
Zan, Skiff, Agony, them, go.
No pressure.
I'm not saying I hate being the first one to walk up there again because I'm like, I don't want to take on all those Yetis.
And it's all have like all three of them start pummeling you at the same exact time, just for one to attack one.
Yeah, it's all like,
You're like, fuck it, totally
I'm,
from over
I'm
here.
starting to learn my lesson here. It's all like, maybe I shouldn't run up there. I'm having a frost issue, or frost would rush into things and be squished to death.
I mean, you have more health than Frost, but I can get your point considering it's 3-on-1 out of nowhere.
By a
Yeah, so I
lot.
think what I might do is I think I might not learn my lesson fully, but I'll spend a key point on dodging.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they'd have to come over here, and they're below all of us, so the animals would get to them and block their way first.
Well, she said she wouldn't learn.
Okay.
Okay, so you bonus action dodge for a key point.
You attacking still then?
Yeah, still attacking.
How are you divvying up your 2 attacks then?
Well, actually, technically, I get 3 attacks. I get 2 with my staff, or and then I still get 1 extra. I just don't, I would get a total of 4 attacks if I spent a key point for flurry of blows, but I still get
No,
my.
the free extra attack after that would use up your bonus action, but you did that for dodge.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So yeah, only 2 attacks then.
So you could do 1 quarter, 1 unarmed, 2 quarter, or 2 unarmed.
Definitely 1/4.
Yeah, 1 quarter. That was a good one. I'll do 1
S-
regular.
Are you doing the hand of does my hand smell bad to you?
Yeah, well, this will be because this is my unarmed strike. So if the 17 hits, right?
Yeah.
So this one I'll make smelly.
Okay. So that's 10, 18, plus 7, 25. Hey, that's pretty good.
And I'm dodging.
Okie doke.
That is not an often action to take.
You did a lot of damage on that first one.
What,
All right.
25?
Yeah.
What?
25 is a lot of damage.
For a monk? Or almost anyone, yeah.
I'm saying for a Yeti. That Yeti's looking bloodied.
Whose turn is it? It was now mine?
Yep. Zan, Skiff, Agony.
I'm gonna hit the one in the on the bottom right, and I'm gonna use bursting arrow on it, so it'll hit both Yetis but not Zan. Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Okie dokie.
Couldn't you do the other corner of it and then hit all?
It's all
It
three.
hits.
But
It would hit all 3 regardless of which one because it's an AoE of 10 feet from the target, not from the specific
okay.
space he hits. So the bigger the target, the more he hits with it. In this case, he's hitting both of the Yetis.
one attack at least hits.
Well,
No.
Oh, no. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens indeed.
I mean, could hit 3 other per shot.
Well, I wanted to hit the one in the far bottom right. I technically could have hit the other 2 magically if I got lucky. Technically could hit Zan. Technically could hit your owlbear. Technically could hit, your boar.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and roll a d6.
That does not sound like good news.
My fluffy kitty!
What
Kitty!
does 3 mean?
You hit Zan in the back.
Sorry?
Well, it still does AoE damage, right?
At least the
Yep.
first one.
You'll still hit the first one.
It does extra damage to you too, though.
Yep. No,
We
my
already called it.
kitty. All
17 to Zan, 8 to the Yeti buyer.
Boop.
And that's my turn.
Yep. Alrighty then.
Yetis in.
I didn't get a chance to dodge that, did I? Now that I
Oh,
think about
yeah,
it, now
she
that
has
I
Oh yeah,
dodge.
dodge.
did I have a chance to dodge that? Especially 'cause it's a
uh,
projectile. I'm a monk. I actually can intercept projectiles.
let's see. If I remember correctly, it was specifically projectiles you see coming, but I'm going to double check.
You're right. I might not be able to do that because it's behind me.
It was what, evasion, I think.
I linked it.
Deflect missiles. Starting at their level, you use deflect missiles. Okay. Third level, you can use your reaction to deflect or catch missiles when you are hit with a ranged attack. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus dex plus monk level. If you reduce it to 0, you can catch the missile if it's small enough, which an arrow is. If you catch the missile in this way, you can spend a key point to make a ranged attack with the weapon or piece of ammunition you just caught. As part of the same, you make this attack with proficiency regardless of weapon proficiencies, and the missile counts as a monk weapon. Nice.
And
It
So
it's
doesn't
called a
say.
yeah,
bursting
no,
arrow.
it's
You can
it's
make
Well,
it
the main
roll.
thing is I couldn't catch it because you did 17 damage. I can't. I can only
no,
use
no, no,
point.
No.
no, no. He did 9
Ah.
because the 8 damage is contingent on him hitting with the arrow.
Yeah, that means if you throw it and you hit with your ranged attack and you lower it down to 0, you are throwing the bursting arrow.
And so
Oh.
the initial arrow will deal your monk plus dex mod, your monk damage die plus dex mod damage, and then his bursting arrow will do the 8 damage to whatever you hit and anything adjacent to it.
Yeah, so as long as you aim for one of the other two Yetis in the back, you can hit all of them and save my turn. And
Yep. All you have to
So this.
do, you have to roll a d10.
plus Dex plus monk level.
Yep. What's your monk level?
I think she's saying
6.
6. Yeah.
6.
Oh, so you're all monk. Okay.
Yeah, and Dex modifier was what again? Was it like 3 or 4 or something?
Okay, so D10 plus 6 plus
Your dex mod of
4.
Oh, so there's literally nothing you could roll where you won't catch this missile.
Yeah. So you catch it, no need to roll.
Did anyways.
It's a rolling anyway for fun.
You had to reduce it. They had to reduce 9, but you had a minimum of 11.
Yep. Okay, so you catch it. So now go ahead and roll. Let's see. You roll the attack against you. So it costs you a key point to do this, but
Yeah, so I'm okay with that.
yeah. All right. So now you make a ranged attack using your proficiency, and either strength or dex because monks can do that. With it, so basically do an unarmed strike is essentially what it is.
It'll have all the calculations already baked in, yeah.
Yup. Against one of the other Yetis. 9 misses. So you throw it, but
Too
it
bad.
misses.
At
I
least she
tried.
didn't get a nat 1.
Yep. And then you know what? That's true. Okay, so this Yeti did not take any damage,
But neither did she.
but neither did she take any damage whatsoever.
She just had like a really cool flurry, like spin around, catch it, throw it. Oops, what do you know? At least she didn't get hit.
Yep. And to answer your question, Agony, they are bottom of the order, so they go after you do.
So that means to me.
Yep.
All right. Hop on board, charge in, and command the other animals to
Aid.
attack with me.
Sick 'em, boys. You got it, boss.
The board.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
I don't know why, but I think a 23 hits.
And then you
Can
and the
it
boar
make
are
it
moving in, right?
here?
He's got range of one of them.
Yeah, close enough.
Okay. So the board will attack the one at the bottom with the 23.
There we go. You said the boar and you were gonna attack the bottom yeti below you. Okay.
And then 21 damage for save.
So minus 21. Click. And then you said a strength save, which is their second best stat. And they got
13.
a 16.
It's not prone.
They got nope.
So
Yetis are really strong.
first giant elk will hit the yeti in front of Zane.
Uh-huh.
Does an 11 hit?
An 11? Yeah, no.
No.
No, it does not. No.
Second one will back in the bottom one.
Yep.
21.
Oh yeah.
And then 0 damage.
Another not charge. That's fine.
So it's 7 damage with that, and it has to succeed 14 dexterity strength saving.
It definitely passed.
Alright.
So that's
Prone.
20 damage to the bottom one.
4 attacks the top one. Tusk. 22.
And it has charge, doesn't it?
Nope.
Alright.
C11.
Yep. Let's see if it gets it. Oh yeah, definitely passed on that. So
That
that's
dealt
going to be a
6
total of
damage.
6. Man, this top one's just not having a good day.
And then the owl bear will do a beak. Does not hit. Claw, which does for 11. Hitting the bottom.
Okay. Yep.
I will attack with my glaive. One in front of Zan.
Sounds good. That definitely hits.
9 slashing.
9 slashy boys. Okay.
Still not gone.
No.
Alright, I will hit it again for a crit.
That's a crit. You're gonna have to do a lot better than that.
Oh,
Yep.
I roll max. Okay, good.
That'll do it. So that's 22 damage. Yeah?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. That'll do it.
And that's that turn.
Alright.
Yetis go.
Yetis go. So they're going to stare at your big boars, or big elks, I should say. So the elks make a con save.
Oh, that's I stare.
One for each. Yep.
I mean, certainly no Care Bear stare.
No. So let's see. Do they make it? A 1, 2. Yes and yes. Okay, so they both make the saves. And then that the Yeti next to your giant elk are going to attack one of the giant elk, and the other one is going to attack you.
Me or the
You. You
Right.
specifically, because you're commanding all the animals.
fair.
So that is going to be a, what is that, 17 to hit the giant elk
That
on
hits.
the bottom. And that is going to be a 13 to hit you.
Not hit.
Okay.
Do they just
And
get one attack,
so-
or do they get
No, they get multiples,
Okay.
but I'm only doing them one at a time because there's a lot of dice to roll.
Sure.
So that is going to be 13 damage to that giant elk for the bite, and now 2 claws each. So it hit the giant elk twice because it
Alright.
got about as good as last time. What's the giant elk's AC again?
14.
14? Oh yeah, no, it definitely beat that. And then the 2 attacks against you with its claws are, what is that? 24 and 23. Yep, okay. I had a feeling that was the case. And then oh my goodness. All right, where is it? Oh. Okay. So the giant elk will take a grand total of what is that? Math hard. 12 damage,
Oh. I thought it would be.
and then well, it only got hit once. Or no, it got hit twice, didn't it? Okay.
That's why I was
So
confused. Thought it would do.
having trouble concentrating. So that is going to be another 12 damage dealt with different dice this time.
So
And
24.
yep, and then you are going to get hit for 21. 21.
Oh,
Blackjack. And that's their turns.
I know agony likes pain, but damn.
All right. Top of the order to you. I believe that's Skiff. No,
No, it's
Zan.
Xandius.
Zan.
Zan is next.
The bottom giant elk is looking.
Eh.
Don't worry, buddy. You got
They're
this.
puffball animals. Skip does
Yeah.
not care about them.
I was just giving a heads up.
Which Yeti is more damaged, my left or my right?
The one that the one
Or
on
left. Yeah.
one on the left.
Okay, I'll go after that one.
Mostly because Agony and
Ow.
the owlbear and
Well, I
the
didn't hit.
boar.
I hit the
Oh yeah.
with a crit too.
Well, the boar and the bear have been working on that one. A 13 hits.
Oh, it does? Oh.
Uh-huh.
Who are you?
Super close with that one.
Hey, does that mean you want to do a stunning strike?
Well, I mean, I would do that if he was full health. If I'm trying to kill him, I don't think
Okay.
it's worth it.
Yeah. Kick his ass. 8. Okay. I do
You're
8.
gonna now do strikes.
That does not hit.
Okay, spending a key for flurry.
Pew pew pew. That definitely hits.
Is your hand stinky?
Like that word.
I know you're burning through key. I'm aware, but I mean we're almost done with the fight.
And it's the last.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So apparently
still
your
up?
hand does smell bad. So bad he died. Because the 10 didn't kill him, but the extra does my hand smell bad to you did.
She has one more unarmed strike though.
She
Yep.
does.
So I'll use on the other guy.
Gee, if only there was another enemy to hit. Yep. He's not dead yet, but is regretting life decisions. Okay. Now Skiff turn.
You said 13 hits, right?
13 does hit.
12.
I'm not dead yet.
Okay, that one's a miss.
12 hits.
Really? Nice.
Really,
Because-
really.
11!
You'll be pushing up daisies in a moment.
Action surge attack again.
I don't think that'll be necessary.
What, just because I'm in damage?
No, because you killed him with that 11.
Oh, okay.
It was the whole joke. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. I feel happy. You'll be pushing up daisies in a moment. All right. And with that, your happy little troop has finally made it back to Duggan's Hole.
Sans puffballs.
Sans Puffballs. Sans Undertale.
Notice anything that we got here?
no.
Or is it? It's fine.
Like, do we see his other owlbear he sent here?
Yeah, I just haven't added them to the map.
I'm wondering if
This is-
something happened with just to be safe.
One of them appears to be wearing a makeshift helmet made out of what appears to be strapped together pots and pans. That
I
one
don't know
was
how this poor town is feeding 2 owlbears.
they're not, but luckily there's some woods nearby where they don't have to. If you remember correctly, there be wolves in them woods, or at least there were. All right. Now that you guys have totally safely and without any shenanigans or terrible encounters have made it back to Duggan's Hole, we're going to call it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. We'll be back next week when the rest of the plot will hopefully continue on. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great evening, and bye-bye.